So, yeah, the NCAA men's basketball tournament. Yeah, the bracket analysis and analysis. Yeah, we're gonna see if my bracket is pretty good. Let's see what my bracket's like. So, I have Duke taking on North Dakota State. North Dakota State did win the first 4 games. They won the third of the 4. First 4 games versus North Dakota NC Central. The MEAC tournament champion 2019 in North Dakota State Sunlight. I picked Duke because Duke is a good team. Duke should easily be Hamilton, especially when they play today before. And you got extra rest. Duke played on Saturday, and they haven't had to play. So today, Thursday, and then they played a different day, and then suddenly played last week, which is fine. But they were rested more, so they got a little edge. But still, fair. I'm gonna play 2 games in 2 days. This is Friday. See it says it. So, and it says today we got LSU, Minnesota LSU, 12:15 Eastern, 12:4 Eastern, Yale LSU, 1:30 Eastern, New Mexico State Iron, 2 Eastern, FSU, 2:45 Bentley, Michigan State, 2:45 Colgate, Tennessee, Center, 3:10 Eastern, Maryland, 4 Eastern, we have Northeastern, Kansas. 4:30 Eastern, we have Murray State Marquette. 6:50 Eastern, we have Florida, Nevada. 7:10 Eastern, we have Abilene Christian, Kentucky. 7:20 Eastern, we have St. Mary's in Villanova. 7:27 Eastern, we have Ferguson, Gonzaga. 9:20 Eastern, we have Montana, Michigan. 9:40 Eastern, we have St. Paul, Watford. 9:50 Eastern, we have Old Dominion, Purdue. 9:57 Eastern, we have Baylor, Syracuse. Let's see all the 322s. The dates, their times have been shown for whatever. We have Duke winning because North Dakota State is not a good team. I mean, they're not a bad team. Just Duke has the ability to beat teams really good, especially a team that's played a game in 2 days. And just Zion should be able to beat teams that just play a game in 2 days, so they're not going to be fully rested. You had to worry about NC Central's game. Then they had to play Duke with 2 days. This day, I just had to worry about who are they playing without getting any rest. Just get rest. The players get rest, more rest. And they practiced. And they're just going to have to travel as well. So I was going to play into it. Duke's going to win the game. VCU, UCF. Is they playing today? I don't think they're ready. I think they're early. Oh yeah, they are. I don't know. Really? I don't know. I didn't see. No, they're playing 26. So. Yeah, VCU should win this game. Just because of their size. Just because. I don't know, I'm leaning VCU because of it. But then they also did get injury. So I'm not. Actually, I can change it to Taco. Actually, there I just changed it to UCF. Because of their injury. I forgot VCU had an injury. That's why they lost in the quarterfinals. So I took teams from the 10 again. So I'm going to say UCF wins that one. Liberty Flames. I'm going to say win. The round of 64. And the reason why I Liberty Flames win? Because Ole Miss is trending. Mississippi State is trending down. So is Ole Miss. Mississippi State is just not in a very good direction. They were doing good, but they've slowly trended downward. They've been trending downward a little bit. And I don't know. And unless they bounce back, winning And even if they win, they're gonna have to play a tough Virginia Tech team in the round of 32. And Mississippi State Liberty is Friday 22nd. Now Virginia Tech seems. This is Virginia Tech seems the 22nd. Okay. So yeah. And I don't know, I just like Liberty. I like Liberty's energy more. They played a really good Lipscomb team. Lipscomb is in like 5 senior so just really losing Ace. I mean, just releasing for a really small conference. That's not bad at all. So there's number one seed to really small, really in smaller conferences in the ATs. Number one seed, that's great. Really. And then we have St. Louis. First, say Virginia Tech's going because they had to play an automatic qualifier out of the Atlanta 10. And I don't really think they have the power strength to do what Virginia Tech can do. I think they just muscle you up. They just get you physical and beat some of the best teams. Yes, they beat Duke without them. It's still a physical, tough game for them to win. We have Maryland and Belmont. Maryland has kind of been trending a little bit in the wrong direction. Like, Maryland had shown to be good, so I'm like, okay, Maryland's been good. But I feel like Maryland's been good in the games sometimes. But then sometimes they trend downward too. And Belmont was just really tough in physical games. And I just can't. I just don't like Maryland. Sometimes they can get you upward, sometimes they can go downward. And if they were there, they'd probably have to face LSU and Yale. The way they would get to Sweet 16 is if they faced Yale. But LSU, I'm picking Yale over LSU due to the fact that, or I'm picking Yale, over LSU. Picking Yale over LSU due to the fact that Yale has a good NBA prospect. That's why I'm picking them for sure. It's like LSU has off the court stuff that they have had their coach Will Wade. He's been dealing with some off court issues. So I don't know if that's going to play in the team's mojo factor. I mean, it shouldn't. It shouldn't, but I mean, you'll see. I mean, the Belmont Maryland game's at 3 Eastern. We'll see how that goes at 12 Eastern. Okay, so yeah, we'll see how that plays. And Louisville, Minnesota. That's the first game of the 12:15 Eastern. I say Minnesota has that because Louisville, yes, they've had some good wins. Yes, they're playing a tough ATC. Yes, they were ranked. They've been ranked for, but I just don't see why they didn't fall to 25. Like they were in there for like a long time, like 17, 18, and they lost. Like they didn't fall much. It's like you're trending downward. Why should you be in the top 25? I mean, I get your ACC and the big schools don't trend downward much, but come on, shouldn't you be out by now? Florida State there. We'll see what's going upward slowly. I don't like that being up. But they were really trending upward, so I can see it. Like just like Minnesota's energy and stuff. They're like hungry and determined. I think last year they made it to NITs.
How do you brush your teeth?
And yeah, just this was hungry. I feel not hungry. Like their team just not. They're not hungry. You see, when they're in the court, they're just determined to win the game. Damn it. They're just like determined to win, and that's what I like. They made TNT last year. Right? I like that. But then they won the year before the NCAA men's basketball tournament. They went to men's and the teacher last year, so. And this year they're in the NCAA, so that's juniors and seniors. They all know what it's like, so they can lead the sophomores who will just make TNT, or freshmen who haven't had anything, and so this is their first experience, so be nice for them. Minnesota's kind of one of those teams who they can get you, they'll put you in the NIT, they'll be a good solid NIT team, or they'll be like a good solid, like 9-10 seed in NCAAs. Which is pretty good for trending, just depending on how the bubble falls. Trending up, trending down, so, what can you say? Yeah. Either way, still again, like, in the NCAAs, like high NITC, you make it deeper in the NITs. It's not bad either. The NITs, people say, oh, it's a bad term. Yeah, they changed the make experiment rules. Yeah, because a lot of people would watch NITs. Yeah, a lot of people watch NITs during NCAA breaks. So people can see, like, oh, the experimental rules. Oh. Some of them might not ever use. Try it again. Some might be. But we'll see. They just experiment with them. Obviously, they don't use them in regular season. They just look at them and they're like, okay. Rules, players, coaches, fans like the most. What's stuff like that. What's the most practical of the rules? Some rules, yes, are not very practical, probably. But they're just tests them anyways throughout the whole NIT. And see. And then I got Michigan State and Bradley. Bradley is just an automatic qualifier out of the Missouri Valley Conference. Michigan State is a good, solid team, and they can beat you both ways. They won the Big Ten qualifier. The Big Ten qualifier. So I feel like they got a really good advantage right there. They got a really good team. I mean, with all their talent, just got really good talent. Just can stand you up and down for, can get you on the offense side of the ball, can get you on the defense side of the ball, and they just can get you both ways of the court. So I say Michigan State. Now we have Gonzaga. I'm gonna say Gonzaga. The Zags are both right. Let's see. And the reason I say the Zags, just so for who in the first four, is just because Gonzaga is really good length stuff to get you. And the Zags are playing late night, 7:20 Eastern. I feel like Gonzaga is a really good team to get you. They're physical. They're tough and physical. And that's something to be proud with Gonzaga. They're really tough and physical. That's some good energy for your team. It's just very tough and physical. That's something that you should be proud of your team. And yeah, I say Baylor's gonna beat Syracuse. Syracuse has been kind of struggling in the ACC. I'm surprised they're like an 8. I'm surprised they're not like a 9 or a 10. Baylor's been slowly playing their way out of it. I thought these matchups like average 500 points. But both these teams are trending downward. Slowly trending downward, but I feel like Baylor just has a little bit of momentum left in their tank, and they'll get them to a second round victory. I believe they play tonight, late tonight. Yes, they do. Last game, 9:57 Eastern. We have Murray State Marquette, John Morant. They have some good NBA talent. Marquette, no, it's been trending downward. They lost 6 of the last 7. The only game they won was a game in the Big East tournament. It's the only game they won in the last games, last 7 games. They lost their next round game. So, yeah, Marquette and Murray State Do they play today? I don't think they do. Yeah, they do. 4:30 Eastern, so gotta watch them out. My Murray State School got a really tough test. I don't know if they win. If they play Florida State, though, they got a really tough test. And that's what I think they're going to play. Yeah, they play too. It's for Vermont, Florida State, 2 Eastern. So I feel like they got a really tough physical test. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, but we'll see. Let's see how Florida State. Hi. Or Murray State and Marquette. So if Marquette wins, that'd be a really good win, and they'd be trending upward. So that'd be good for Buffalo. Beat the first. Take on the first one of Arizona State, St. John's, Arizona State. I say Buffalo wins this one because they have just really good. They won. They lost like 3 games. Lost like they were ranked. They're ranked all season. They only lost like Marquette, I believe. Lost to Bowling Green, the Mat, and I can't remember. That's like 3 games. When you lose 3 games all season and beat your rivals beat Bowling Green, you beat one of your MAC conference teams you play in the finals, that beats you and beat them big. That's big time boost for the conference. That's how I feel like Buffalo's gonna have good tough bubble power team on the bubble, like first 4. That's for bubble team. That's what they're gonna get, but should be able to beat them. Texas Tech should be able to beat Northern Kentucky. The Horizon. I'm at Coffin. Texas Tech is a really good team. You can get you both ways. I won the cream of the crop of the Big 12 this year. So, we're one of the best teams in the Big 12. So, see that fair result. But, it's a really good Buffalo team thing. Where is those? We got Nevada. I don't know. I mean, Nevada's slowly trending downward. They're trending downward with their losses, or Utah State. In the last season, he lost in the semis. I mean, they got in as an AQ, an at-large, but I don't see like they're too confident as an at-large. Florida is like 19-15. I feel like Florida could upset them. Well, like I said, I feel like Nevada is good enough to win a game. Like once they're faced with the pressures, they're faced with like really big pressures, like being trying to play in the winter Michigan team. It's not gonna happen. If they unless they Montana, it's not gonna happen. So I mean, they got really tough. They got to play really tough and I don't know if they beat Michigan. They have to play Michigan because Montana's the Big Sky Conference basketball tournament winner. And I don't think they can win. I mean, I'm sorry. Montana's decent. I don't think they're that good to beat Michigan. So it'll be a tough game. I say Virginia's going to beat Gardner-Webb. They're going to come in as a different mentality. They got knocked off by UMBC last year. And as a coach and as a player. And just as fans watching you, men's march and see the women's basketball tournament, you're just stunned. Like everyone's like, huh? 16 finally beat up 60 beat 1. And Virginia not going super far. Virginia won like Sweet 16 run. And just like it. And so that Sweet 16 around. People are just stunned. I feel but the players and everyone came. It's like, we want to win another game. We want to win some games in the tournament. So we'll come back with totally different mindset, totally different mentality, totally different playing styles. It's coming with a different mindset focus. If they can come in with that and just execute perfection, Be good. Ole Miss, Oklahoma. Oklahoma is in the tough kind of edge. But I feel like Ole Miss is like right on the grasp of like complete doubt, trending downward in a very, really bad way. They've been trending downward. Both these schools have. Ole Miss was like ranked, and now they're like, the ranked wins only got them the 8th seed. That's why. Otherwise, you can. Surprised they're not like 11 or 12. Like, ugh. But Ole Miss is a good squad, and I think they can beat Oklahoma in bit. I feel like they could. It's gonna be very, very close, but with both these teams needing to win the Booster Conference. Wisconsin, Oregon. Wisconsin is a good team, but you got Oregon, a dangerous team. After they just demolished Washington, Oregon's gonna get. It's like, oh yeah, it's different again. They're still gonna get into it. People doubted that Washington was gonna lose that Pac-12 final, and you were gonna have Arizona State and Washington as your Pac-12 team. But nope, you got 3 Pac-12 teams. It's like, okay. Oregon is a tough, dangerous team to defeat. You could get 12-13 here, too, if Oregon wins. Because Canada State, it's got all those injuries. So if Canada State can survive all the injuries they've been getting, I feel like they can win some games. They could win a game or two. They could make it to Sweet 16 if they survive these injuries. Canada State could. But you gotta face a tough, hot UC Irvine team from the Big West. That's right. They gotta face a tough Big West team. I'm not just saying that. They gotta really face a tough Big West team. Montana, Michigan plays at 9:23. That's it. Florida plays at 6:53. That's it. But yeah. I just gotta play a really tough physical one. Just tough play. So yeah. And it's gonna be tough for UC Irvine. It's not a win. Especially with all the injuries. I'm not picking UC Irvine because they're really good in the Big West. Just because I feel like they're healthy and they can be banged up with injuries. Like a hurt Kansas City team. And UC Irvine is also a really good school in the Big West. So but it's also plays a little bit. But the majority of is Kansas City. It's just injured. Simple as that. Villanova is just really good school. They were in the Big East. They won the Big East. Or they were Big East at large, I should say. I don't think they won the Big East, did. I don't think they did. I don't remember, but it doesn't matter because they play St. Mary's, a West Coast Conference, and basketball tournament champion. They beat Gonzaga. That's the only reason they're in, and that's why the only reason they're playing a game. That's the reason why they're not winning because they played one good team, Gonzaga. They played like one good team, beat the best team, Gonzaga, in the field. They were the number 1 overall seed. They could have been. But they swept the 4th overall number 1 seed. Or maybe second because they played first 14. Whatever. Second. They're not the number 1 overall seed. So. Yeah. So. Villanova is going to win. But they'd have to play tough Purdue. Old Dominion game. Winner. Purdue, I feel like Purdue is really solid, really physical. I seen them. I watched the game in Minnesota. I mean, they lost in the tournament, but they played really solid. And other than those couple of losses they've had, and especially in Big Ten play, they've been playing just fantastic, phenomenal play, and that's what's going to propel them to around the 32 game. That's Cincinnati, Iowa, and they play 9:50. Cincinnati is just a really solid team. Like, they just are. Okay. And then you have a tough Cincinnati team. Yeah. Both these teams are tough. I mean, I was trending a little bit wrong downward, but they're not too far trending downward, I think. I mean, I just like the thing I was trying to, men's basketball was trying to do. They were really good, but they lost. And I just feel like that doesn't hurt people. So even though it's good teams, still, I don't know. But Cincinnati does deserve a little bit higher, maybe 6, but so they got a really tough opening game against Cincinnati. But they got to play Tennessee. If they beat Tennessee beats Colgate, the Patriots. So Patriots men's best starters. So do they beat Tennessee? Since they can knock out Tennessee, they got a chance, but against Purdue. I feel like. But Tennessee, I feel like can make it a long ways, I think. But you got North Carolina, chalk off. I mean, Iona's good for their conference, but North Carolina's just really, really good. They should probably put like 90, like 65 or 90, 70. It's just going to be really solid win by North Carolina. You got Utah State, pick them or Washington just because just their momentum and their energy, it's just not feeling good. You know, just not feeling it. You just can't feel the energy in a good positive way. And Auburn, I like Auburn, but New Mexico State. Auburn, I feel like it's the type of team that could win a game. And then and then if their shots are, if they're like, their normal, while their shots are falling, it'd be like 75. It'd be like Auburn, Alabama, like 75-75. It'd be like 70-70 with like a minute to go in the second half. And it's like, and the coach, guys, we have a minute to go. New Mexico State tight with us 70. Gotta get some shots. Be physical. Drain down some of the shot clock. Find a good open shot. And free. 1, 2, 3, Auburn. Like, stuff like that, I mean. And I feel like if it doesn't, well, they could get a tough New Mexico State team. I don't like Kansas momentum either. Kansas is a bit slow. I like them taking on Northeastern, but I do not like them against New Mexico State. I'm sorry, but New Mexico State gotta go Sweet 16. If they can just they gotta settle down and just it hasn't been just the same with them this season. Last season, if they were like this, I'd pick them to win like 3 games. I would pick them to win against New Mexico State. But just this year, I don't like their mentality, so it's gonna be New Mexico State beats Kansas. I like Iowa State because Iowa State's been playing really good. Ohio State's one of the last bubble teams, one of the last 16 bubble teams. So I feel like Iowa State can win. Iowa State was just so close on the fringe to lose, but I feel like Iowa State is just about barely gonna win. With Houston is just a really good solid team. They can get you both ways. I mean, they lost a couple games, but otherwise, but their wins are really amazing. They're just a really good solid team with chemistry. That's what's going to pull them to win. Watford's a team that people are going to put Sean Hall because they're sleeping on Watford. They really are. They got like a really good players. They swept through the SoCon or 18 in the tournament. They won their 3 SoCon tournament games. Quarterfinal and championship. They won that to get only bid in the SoCon, and they did win. And they're gonna win against Seahawks. Seahawks were a good team, but they just once they see Watford, they haven't played out for Watford yet, really. So it's gonna be tough matchup. It's gonna be tough for them. It really is. Yeah, good Watford team tonight at 9 for Eastern. So it's gonna be tough. Yeah, it's Kentucky, Abilene Christian. Kentucky's just a really good team. Abilene Christian is tough, but it's a really good team in Kentucky to beat. So it's gonna be tough. Tough road for them. Yeah, Duke and UCF. That's my round 6 in detail. Now we're gonna talk about my round 2 and stuff. I like Duke or UCF. It's Duke should easily handle UCF. If you didn't take the upset. I picked Belmont winning over Yale. Not just a tough, more physical speed. I feel like Mike could get an Michigan State or Missile. I mean, not Mike Missile, but with A. Austin and stuff, it was just like to really team. I got even tired team gets in. It was like a 3 or 4. Yeah, sure. But maybe not so much. Gonzaga over there. I can say. Like, Murray State's good. I don't think they have the length to be a good ACC Florida State team. I say Buffalo over Texas Tech. Let's say that sleeper. You're sleeping on Buffalo. I got like Nevada. I mean Michigan. I like Michigan to beat Nevada. I like old Virginia. So Miss can't really do much winning the first game. Wisconsin got the UC Irvine team that's really tough. They're gonna have a tough game. Wisconsin is, but so don't sleep on UC Irvine. To win the game. 1-2. So make it a Sweet 16, but I feel like this was just barely hold the edge.